I thank Israel and now give the floor to the distinguished representative of the Netherlands.
My name is Clarice Gargard. I am a journalist, social advocate, and the women's representative of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. I am not here to lecture you on how women should be equal. That is a given. I am here to tell you it is time to change the system that has decided we, and so many others, are not. I should introduce myself properly, because a lot of what I have to say stems from where I come from. My family is from Liberia. I was born in the United States and raised in the Netherlands. My lineage is that of strong women who have survived war when the men with guns came. Poverty when they didn't have the right papers, education, sex, or social standing. Racism when they escaped those men with guns and fled the countries with others who decided that they were not enough because of the hue of their skin. Because of what they survived, I am here. Therefore, I have not only been inspired to speak my mind for change, but I have an obligation to. And though not everyone might listen, you will still hear me. For too long, the majority of the world lives impoverished while the minority feasts, often on what was taken from that majority. For too long, we've put the worth of money over the welfare of people. For too long, we've sat idly by and watched our world crumble under the weight of our consumption. Those who suffer the most under poverty, capitalism, climate crisis, and inequality are women and the most marginalized amongst us. In impoverished countries, LGBTI, from the working class, with disabilities. The system works for a few with money and power, more than they, their children, or even their children's children could ever need. The time has come to change the system to work for all of us, or none at all. In my function, I've spoken to people who fight for human rights, in organizations, activist groups, governments, and media, who work hard and tireless to create a better world by dedicating their lives to eliminating child marriages, educating the youth, combating discrimination, changing policy, hearts, and minds. They have taught me it is possible to be an ordinary person and do extraordinary things. But their goals are impossible to achieve if we don't also change the system that allows for these malfunctions to exist in the first place. And I know changing the way things are isn't easy, but it's even more impossible to maintain the old world as it is. Change might be painful, as saying goodbye to things we've outgrown usually is. But I am here to remind you, all of us, that changing the way things are is not something that is done to you, it is done for you. When we better the lives of those who suffer the most, we better the lives of us all. And why would you not want to make the world a better place for everyone? Unless you profit from the fact that it isn't, like some, even in this institute, undoubtedly do. The system is not some undefeatable thing. It is a monster of our own creation, a collection of thoughts and actions that decide who is in power and who gets to be human or not. That is why 26 people own as much as the poorest half of the world. And we, or rather you, have done nothing about it. As a young girl, I decided that I don't want to live in a world where women fighting for survival is seen as a virtue, as if being worthy of living is something you earn. As a grown woman, I am telling you that many brave women and girls have made the same decision, and the change has already begun. It is up to you if you want to be a part of that future or left behind. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I thank the distinguished representative from the Netherlands, my fellow ethnic Liberian. And I now give the floor to the distinguished representatives from South Africa.
Thank you, Madam Chair.